Hey y'all, it's Laura, aka Hammerhead, and welcome back to the channel. One of my favorite things to do is create an in and out list for the new year, and it's not so much like trends or fashion of like in and out, but more so just like general vibes and things and more concepts. So first, let's start off with reviewing what was our in and outs for 2025, and then let's get into what will be in and out for 2026. So let's go. So first, let's start with our outs for 2025. I'm not really going to go into detail for like all of them, but more so just say like if I think it came true or if I think I was wrong on the mark. First, we have Twitter. Yes. Amazon restockings. I still hate them. I still want them to be out, but I think that they're still very popular. Am I the asshole reaction videos over Subway Surfer gameplay? I don't think that they're out. I don't think that I think that they went away, but I think that they also resurfaced as people on podcasts who their whole shtick is to like read Am I the Asshole stories and then discuss amongst them if they think that they were in the right or the wrong, which I kind of enjoy those. It feels, at least whenever I watch those, it feels like a little less brain rotty than like just watching, like hearing like an AI voice over like Subway Surfer gameplay. But I still think I need to stop watching them because I feel like most of those stories are not real anyway. So I think they're still out. Constant buying over consumption. I do think this year we did see a lot more people were cognizant of how much that they shopped, how much they consumed. And I think people were consciously trying to pull back a little bit, not to like the greatest extent of like what I would love to see, but I think there was an improvement. So I think that that is a good thing. I think we'll continue seeing like less overconsumption. Complaining with no action. It's still out. Perfectionism. I think I saw a lot this year, people saying like, do it scared, do it frightened, do it, confused. And I think people are kind of starting to like, be like, I'm gonna take action, I'm gonna do things, even if it's not perfect, even if it's like not great, even if it's messy, I'm gonna still take action and not be so caught up on perfectionism, which I think is like really, really refreshing to see. Manicured cool girl looks. I think that that may seem very broad, but I think that's, to me, is like whenever it's like a perfect outfit, you have like the perfect hair, the perfect nails, the perfect makeup, when it's just too like clean, I think it's out. Give me a little bit of messy, give me some realness. Like I want to see frizzy hair, I want to see a little pimple here. I think manicured cool girl looks, whenever it's just like too put together, it just doesn't feel real. Being mean, it's out. I don't know if it's like people were less mean, but I just think it's out. Slow drivers being the left-hand lane. Honestly, I kind of don't really care about this one anymore. I don't drive. I don't drive. I haven't really been driving. So slick back hair. I do think we've seen less slicked back hair. I think it was like really, really, really popular in 2024. And I think it's still pretty popular, but I do think it's slightly on the decline. But I'm still gonna say out. I think it's still out. Neutrals, boring, out. I think people also this year were kind of like, I'm tired of boring millennial houses, I'm tired of boring gray houses, I'm tired of just grayish everything, which finally, I'm glad that we're starting to see people be like, I want color and life in my clothes and my living spaces, which we love that. Blazers when not at the office. Dating apps, yes, they are out. And I recently deleted Hinge and Bumble, but then I also just re-downloaded Hinge this morning. So yes, they're out, but also they're kind of gonna always be there. Over laundering your clothes, still out. I don't really think that this was like a popular thing on social media. Like no one's really talking about how much they wash their clothes, but I just think it's wasteful to wash your clothes every single time you wear them. Like obviously, yeah, like socks and like undergarments, yeah, those need to be washed every time you wear them. But like jeans, you don't need to wash them unless they're like nasty, dirty, stinky, like like a dog slobbered on your jeans and then you ran in mud. Yeah, throw them in the washer. But like if you were just going about your everyday life and like you're just walking to like your car and then the office and then back home, you don't need to wash your jeans every day. It's wasteful on wasting water, and also it's not good for your jeans. Like jeans don't need to be washed every single time you wear them. I don't know, maybe I'm being stinky on Maine, but like I think you should take care of your clothes, and over laundering them is just not helpful. Not taking care of your space. This is still really in for me. If you can't tell, I don't think you can see, but my room is a mess right now. I am trying really hard to clean my room every single day before I go to bed. It's not happening, but I am working on it. And you know what? At least I'm working on it. I'm trying to get better. And that's all we can ask for sometimes. And I said the colors cream and beige. Mama, those are neutrals. And we have already talked about those. Those are my outs for 2025. I think I was kind of like pretty accurate. Some things were more for me than others, but I do think I was pretty accurate on what's in and out. For 2025 ins, what I said was in for this last year. Number 1, I said pickles. And you know what? I feel like there was like a huge thing this year of everyone being like, I have a stinky tooth, I'm a savory girly, which, did I say that it was going to be specifically that? No, but I was saying like pickles, pickling things, that's going to be really big for 2025. And I'm not saying I saw the rise of all that, but I was on something. I love pickles. Pickles were so in for 2025. Bright turquoise. I don't really think I saw that too much, but I love it. I wanted it to be in. I'm wearing turquoise right now, so I'll take it. Natural nails. I will say, I think I saw a few like articles about how like people were, you know, trying to do like the clean girl bubble bath, like literally only have like a top coat on their nails, how that was like the new thing. So I kind of ate with that one. Green eyeglasses and eyeshadow. I have eyeglasses that are green. I don't really think that they were like super crazy big, but I do think that green eyeglasses are just such a fun piece. You know what? I'll still say that they're in. They're still in. Outfit repeating. Love it. It's still in. Jeans that fit, I said were in. Yeah. I think that was more so for me because I always buy jeans that are more oversized or like baggier, which is fine, but I didn't really have a lot of jeans that fit me like well, like were fitted and like skinny and like body hugging. But I do have a pair of jeans now that do fit me really well and that make me look really curvy. So yeah, I would say 8 with that one. Blocking people is always in. And I will say also, I saw a lot of videos this year about people who are like, I love blocking people. I love whenever someone says something mean to me and I just block them. Yes, totally in. I think if someone literally like, not even if someone's being mean to you, if someone posts something and it just makes you feel like bad, block them. I love blocking people. You could have done nothing wrong to me, but like if I just get frustrated seeing your stuff, I'm gonna block you. And that's no harm, no foul. I don't want to see it. But I wish you the best from over here though. Making social media social. I think this is also seeing a huge rise. I think people are starting to really want to be like, not have like a perfectly curated photo dump or like anything like that, but are just ready to like have fun and just be like showing off regular life, and not like have like the perfect aesthetic. I think people are trying to like be more social, and I am too, because I'm trying to like comment on more people's things and post things just because I like it and not because it's like a perfect photo or anything like that. Saying no. Caveat, I do think people are saying no a lot more now. Personally, I needed this for me. That was more of a me thing because I would always say yes to every single thing because I love to do things and I love to be with people. However, whenever I was making this list back in 2024, I was like always so busy and I was always so drained and I never literally had any time for myself because I was always doing things, which is great, but it did come at a cost of like my own like health, you know, sleeping in and stuff like that. So I was like, I need to be able to say no and be like, I'm okay saying no and not have FOMO. And so that was more of a me thing. And I think I was pretty good about being like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm not going to do that. I said pirates were really going to be in. And guess what, y'all? Everyone this year is like pirate core. And you know what else I said? We're going to skip ahead. The Renaissance. I said the Renaissance was in 2024. I'm making my list. I said pirates and Renaissance, like the Renaissance are going to be huge for 2025. And they were. I'm not saying I'm a genius, but I'm just saying I have my finger on the pulse, okay? I'm just saying I know things and I can predict things. Alamo Draft House Pass. I had the Alamo Draft House Pass. Super in. I love watching movies. Jazz music, it's in. Telling people you love them. I think that's always in. But I just always really want to, like, I will say this year, I was very cognizant and making sure, like, I told people, like, I love them, that I cared about them, that they mean a lot to me, because I like being told that, so they would like that too. Writing letters, being pen pals. I said it was in for 2025. I didn't really write a lot of letters or anything, but I do think it is in, and I think people are wanting to like have more physical media. I know like there's like a huge trend right now of having analog hobbies and stuff like that. So I think that kind of goes into that concept of like being more offline and just like having more tangible things. Class solidarity. I don't know if it was in for 2025, but I do feel like, at least in America, we are kind of getting to a point of being like, we have Elon Musk almost being a trillionaire now. Like, this is ridiculous. And I think more and more people are slowly realizing like, wait, like, why are there all these billionaires controlling all of this stuff whenever like we are being like, we're the ones doing the work, who have to pay all these taxes, and they get to just like get all this money and write off scot-free. It just doesn't make sense. And I think more and more people are slowly realizing that like the problem is not like, immigrants or like minorities or anything like that. The problem is like having billionaires. So that's in for 2026 as well. Clubbing like the Jersey Shore. I said this was in for 2025 and it's still in for 2026 because I remember I was like, why is everyone like not at the club? No one is dancing, like they're having fun at the club. I like to go to the club. I like to dance. I like to have fun. And so I was like, we need to go to the club and dance, like put our phones away, just have fun and just like let loose and like not care and club like it's the Jersey Shore. And I think I'm seeing a lot of people online talk about how we need to bring this back as well. So I do think I was right with that prediction as well. But also being quiet. Ugh, I'm a genius. Having your quiet time, but also like being able to go to the club. I was literally just talking about like having duality in your life of like, you go home, you have no music on, you like just are living your life, you're quiet and you're able to like feel peace in that, but you're also able to go to the club. Oh my gosh. Wow. Having a signature recipe in, I don't really see anything, but it's in. Stacks of rings and necklaces, very in. I think I love seeing people's ring stacks. I love seeing people's jewelry and rings and necklaces and stuff. I think it's very chic having like lots of rings, so in. The Renaissance, like I said, it's in. Obvi. And cursive handwriting is also in, just because I think it's interesting how it takes you longer to write in cursive handwriting. So therefore you have to like think more about what you're gonna say. Now let's talk about what's in for 2026. Also, sorry, it's a little dark. I was filming and now it's like not even 4 o'clock. So now it's a little dark. Okay, I have my list written down. Number 1, not curling your eyelashes is in for 2026. I have not been curling my eyelashes recently for like the past few months now. And honestly, I really like the way it looks whenever it's just mascara on natural lashes. I really like it. I think it's very chic and it's also one less step to do in my makeup routine. So I think that's in for 2026. Being a regular somewhere, whether it's a coffee shop, a library, you know, volunteering, I think being a regular somewhere is just so like chic. And, you know, having people who like see you every day, to be like, oh yeah, like I'm a regular there. Love that. That's so in. And specifically a small business, specifically like a regular at like a small business. Next up, Kindles. I just recently got a Kindle this year. Got it in like May. Love it. So good. So amazing. I love having a library everywhere. I think reading is going to be so in 2026. And I know it's already been in for a while, but I think people are going to start really, because while yes, there's a big movement of people reading books now, I think people in the next year are going to really want to be academic and be able to say, I read this book, I understand it, I analyzed it. And I think people are really going to crave educating themselves, but not just to like say that they did it, not just to say like, I read, you know, Atomic Habits, but to be like, I understand this, you know, classic literature and here's why it's important or good, or here's why I like it, or here's why I dislike it. I think we're gonna like have more, I think when people are gonna have deeper levels of conversation and analysis of books that they've read. This is getting really into it, but Kindles are gonna be in. And I think Kindles are gonna be in, and I think there's gonna be more deeper analysis of books and reading. Sorry. I wanted a sippy sip of my coffee. Next up, lived-in clothing. I know a lot of people have talked about this, but in costuming on specifically like a lot of like new movies and shows, it looks like things are just like taken out of like a package or like bought at Uniqlo and not even steamed and then put on someone. Like no clothing feels lived in. And I feel like next year it's gonna be really, really in to have like a shirt that is just so worn. You know, it has maybe like a little rip at the bottom. It's like the jeans just like are melded to your body. You know what I mean? Like there's like an outline of where you put your like wallet in your jeans. I think that's gonna be really, really in, because right now we can get anything we want so fast, like so quickly, so easily. For you to be able to like just get a new pair of jeans but not have them lived in, it's gonna feel just not as like, it's just not gonna be as cool as having like a pair of jeans like everyone knows, like that's your signature jean, like that's your signature style, like you always wear that, but you always find new ways to refresh it. I think that's gonna be really, really in. This one's more for me, but trying new hairstyles. I am very much like, I'll just wash my hair, let it dry, and go. So I'm really trying to try new hairstyles in the new year. I think hair is such a cool thing to be able to know how to do really well, and I don't. So that's more a me thing, but I think trying new hairstyles in. Colored eyeliner. I don't think you can tell, but I'm wearing blue eyeliner right now. I personally love colored makeup. I love whenever it's like things are colorful and fun. However, I can't always like, I don't have the time or the energy or like the tools to do like a cool, smoky, colorful eyeshadow. But colorful eyeliner, I think, is like an easy step for people to take, that it's just outside their comfort zone that people can take it, but it's easy enough that they can implement it in their everyday routine. So I think colored eyeliner, I think that's gonna be really, really big, specifically blue, purple, and red. And that's what I wanna see. Maybe a little green too, like a bright green. Ooh, love that. I said cursive handwriting again. It's still in for 2026. Ink stained hands. So in 2025 ends, I said writing letters, and I think this year I think it's always really chic to have like ink on your hands. Like whenever like in school you like write an essay and you have like graphite all over your hand. I think it's really chic, and it shows people that like you don't just like write on your phone or like type on a laptop, like you put pen to paper. And I think I think it's more so just like, I think I'm tired of always typing notes on my phone, and I want to have something feel real and tangible, and I want my thoughts to be like, I want to be able to hold my thoughts like this and not just in my phone. And so I think people are going to be reaching more and more for like journals and stuff, and not just like their phones. So having ink stained hands is going to be really in. Adele is in. Adele, she was born to be a solo artist, and all the songs that I've heard from her I think are fabulous. And her music video, Super Scar, that she did herself, fabulous, iconic. I think she has like a lot of talent. I'm really excited to see her next move and her next music. And I've heard a lot of her music and I didn't know it was her, and then I was like, oh, I really like this song, and then I looked and it was her. So I think she's gonna have a really, really big year, and I think people are going to latch on a lot more to her and be like, whoa, like, do you know her? Like, I think she's really gonna blow up in 2026. Handmade home decor. I think we've seen a lot of this with like 2025 season, but I also want this to carry on for like the whole new, like the whole year next year, of people making like paper chains and like, you know, cut out like stars and stuff. I think it's just like makes a room feel so, I think like having just handmade home decor feels very cozy and loving and like whimsical. So I think people are really gonna like want that escape and that imperfectionism in their homes. So I think that's gonna be like continue to be a huge thing next year. Colorful outerwear, again, I think this is more so for me, but living in London, there's a lot of people who wear like black puffer coats, which, don't get me wrong, mama, I have a black puffer coat, but I think seeing so many black outfits and like just like neutral tones, I think people are gonna want to reach for something fun and bright and interesting. So having like a fun outer coat color or like a fun print or pattern, I think that's gonna be like really big. I think people are gonna want to be able to like differentiate their coat in a crowd, if that makes sense. Library cards are in. Like I said, I think reading is just gonna be like really, really, really big in 2026. So I think reading rooms at libraries, library cards, romanticizing your library, it's a free space to go to, and it has so many resources and everything. I think people are really gonna like be tapping into their libraries and like reading a lot in 2026. Complimenting others, I think everyone just like should compliment. If you see someone walking down the street and like you like their outfit, you should say that. Maybe not walking down the street, maybe they're busy, but like, you know, like maybe you're both in a coffee shop and you're like, oh my gosh, I love your glasses, they're so cool. Love it. I think it's just really important to, if you have a good thought, share it, because you know what, maybe they need it. Maybe that makes them feel better. Maybe they're having a bad day, or maybe like make a connection, maybe you make a friend. I think it's just always nice to compliment others. And it just like, it makes everyone happy, I feel like. So complimenting others is in for 2026. Postcards, mail, handwritten letters, also in for 2026. I did not look at my old list until now, so it's kind of funny that I have some like repeats. But I think, yeah, people just want things to be tangible and to have like keepsakes moments. And also, I love scrapbooking, and I also have like a box full of like, you know, cards and stuff like that people wrote me, and I always like looking back on them. So I think people just want tangible things of their like love of others. So cards are in, postcards are in. Wow. And the next one is going to the club and shaking ass. Yeah, I think we all need to be dancing more. I think we all need to be going out more, having fun, putting our phones away, not feeling embarrassed. You know, it's you going out to a club and dancing is not embarrassing, and you should not be like embarrassed to go out and have fun. Like, I don't know. I think people are just like they just feel embarrassed that someone's gonna see them dance. Mama, you are in the place to dance. Like, that is where you should do it. I think we're gonna see like a lot of people return to like going to the club and really dancing and like having that moment. And also, I feel like already I feel like this is with the Spotify Wrapped coming out and seeing like the full charge crew, which I was a part of. I'm the curator. I think people are really gonna like, I think this is kind of like gonna like start spearheading people being like, yeah, you should go to the club, you should go dance, you should go have fun. I think we're really starting to see like the pendulum shift of people being like, oh, it's 4:00, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'm 26 years old. To it's 26 years old, I'm 26 years old, it's 4 a.m. and I'm just getting back from the club. I think that's gonna be something we're gonna start seeing in the new year. Fun tights are so in. They're so cute, they're so chic. I've been looking for fun tights. If you know any places of where to get fun tights, where to find some, please let me know. But I just love like a mini skirt with a fun tight and a cute tank top. I love that. I think they're so, I love it. They're fun and they're chic and they're cool and they elevate every single outfit. So fun tights are so in. And the last thing I have for 2026 in is natural fibers. I think we've all really started to like look at what's in our clothing and see like what it's made of. And I think now like people really want to see natural fibers. They want to see cotton and wool and, you know, just natural fibers. I'm sick and tired of seeing 100% plastic everything and then it being like $200. What are you doing? Are we joking? Like, this is ridiculous. So natural fibers I think are gonna be really in, and if not, like I think people are gonna start really demanding that from stores. So my 2026 outs. Number one, headphones in all the time. Because I live in the city, I always see people who have headphones in all the time, which don't get me wrong, every once in a while I'm like, I just want to listen to my music and chill out. But I think there's a bit of a disservice to yourself whenever like you are plugged out of the world. You miss the chance to like kind of have like a conversation with someone or like laugh or like, you know, make a little joke or just, you know, have like tiny moments of connection whenever you are so tuned into like your music or whatever. Like the other day I went up the stairs of the tube station and they were like, please take the lift. Like this is 15 flights of stairs if you take the stairs. And I was like, there's so many, it's like the lines are so long for the lift, I'll just take the stairs. It was horrible. It took me so long. I like halfway through, I was like, should I just go back down and then take the lift and go up? No, I was going to power through those stairs. But towards the end, it was so difficult. But, you know, there was like a guy who had his like suitcase we were walking up the stairs and he was like, oh, we're going to the top of the world. And that just made me laugh so much because I was like, yeah, we are going to the top of the world. And then this other girl, we were like, oh my gosh, like I just got my cardio in for the day. She's like, yeah, I'm not going to go to the gym. Like, you know, just like having a little moment of connection of like, we did this thing and it was tough, but we did it together. And if I had my headphones in, I probably wouldn't have like had that small moment. And like, yeah, you may think to yourself, it is a small moment, like it doesn't matter. No, you're wrong. Small moments of connection with strangers on the street, they mean a lot and they help create like a meaningful life. Like, yeah, it's nice to like have, whenever you've had like a really stressful, like overwhelming day, you just want to like be quiet. I understand that. But every single day, if you don't go out and like have a new connection with just like a new person, I think it kind of wears on you. If you're like, you feel so lonely and isolated whenever you're in such a big city. But you're in such a big city and you have access to talk to new people. So like, why cut yourself off from that? I'm really trying to not be on, like have my headphones in all the time. And I really enjoy it. I enjoy being able to hear like children laugh and, you know, hear conversations of people walking by or, you know, just listen to like the birds or even just hearing like, you know, the street. It's nice. It's nice to like not be so tuned in all the time. Our next out is the book talk recommendations that are like just way too popular and are like not good. I'm sorry. I have been led astray by book talk many, many, many times and I'm sick and tired of what? I've been led astray by book talk many, many, many times. I'm sick and tired of it. Powerless? Are you kidding me? If it's your favorite book, that's one thing. You're saying that this is the best book you've ever read? Shatter me? You're saying this is the best book you've ever read and that you recommend it to everyone? I understand everyone likes their own things, and if you like those books, that's fine. That is so fine. But there's a difference between saying that you like that book for you and you think it's the best book ever written, and I'm so sick and tired of I feel like so many books on Book Talk now that are like the popular ones are just like the most copy and paste, samey plot points, character arcs, character, personalities. It just feels so boring, and every single time I open a book, it feels like the exact same thing in like a different font, which I'm just so sick of. I'm so tired of it. We must do better in analyzing books and what we're reading and categorizing, and like we must read the things. We have to read. We have to read the books and read all of it and not just skim it or like swipe real fast. Like we have to read the books and like digest what we read and then actually say, was this a good or not book? Because I fear, y'all, like are we reading the same things? Because some things that have been recommended are, I think, crazy to say that they're the best book ever written. So I'm really, for the most part, I'm going to be very, very, very cautious with like any book talk recommendation, because I am so frustrated with just being recommended book after book after book that feels so similar and boring at this point. Like it just feels very like boring. It doesn't feel anything new or fresh or complex or interesting to read. It's just the same plot, but just in a different place with like different names. Okay, rich people who rich write, that always made me so mad. I remember I saw so many videos. I don't know who like Becca Bloom is, but I remember I saw this one lady react to her video and be like, she's like a rich girl who rich is right. What? That is so bizarre. Why are we complimenting rich people on how they spend their money? I couldn't care less. That is so, I think that's such a weird thing to say. I think that's so bizarre. Out. The next thing I saw a lot of that also like made me mad is whenever like there's a trend going on TikTok, whether it's like a dance trend or like a joke trend or whatever, and someone like people in the comments are like, ooh, like this was good, but like actually like this person did it better, or like, ugh, like why even try, like this person won this trend. It drives me up the wall, because like, why can we not just be happy that we have more of this trend? Why can we not just like say nothing? If you have nothing nice to say, why are you commenting it? I don't understand. Like, that's so bizarre. Why are you like actively trying to go out and tear people down for just wanting to like have fun and like add their 2 cents to this trend? It's a little dark, sorry. The light went away so fast. It's only 4:13 and it's so dark. But yeah, I don't understand that. I don't understand why people do that. Like, let's just all enjoy this trend and all have fun with it. Like, is that so hard? Is that so hard to like have fun with something and like let people live and put their own spin on it? And then this is kind of like going back to like going to the club and dancing, but the 26-year-old like the 26-year-old self-proclaimed the 26-year-old self-proclaimed grandmas. We can be multi-dimensional people. We can have multiple facets and be like have duality. Like we can be really interesting people. We don't have to be like, I always go to bed at 8:30 and I always wake up at this time. We can go to the gym and take care of ourselves and go to sleep early on most nights and then have a fun night out with our friends. We can make matchas in the morning and then make martini espressos at night. Like we can do both things. Why are we limiting? I don't understand why people like limit themselves and say like, well, this is who I am now and I'm not going to do anything more. Go have fun. I just think you're doing yourself a disservice if you are saying like, I'm going to be in every single night at like 9 o'clock and not do anything else outside of that. I feel like you are just doing yourself a disservice and you're missing out on some memories and having fun. I don't know. I just don't understand. Just don't understand. Ticketed events, I think, are out. I'm so tired of like, come do like this activity that should be free, like a reading club, like a book club, and it's ticketed. I'm sorry. Why I have to spend £10 to go to an event? I understand that there are like, like you probably like need to rent out a space, but can we not do it at like a library or a park or something where it's free? I feel like in the States, there were a lot of clubs that were just free, but I feel like here in London, at least, there are so many things that are ticketed. Like you have to buy things. You have to buy a ticket to go to an event to meet people at like a book club. And I think that's so bizarre. And I think it's out. Like, ugh, can we not just go to a library? The next thing, 100% plastic everything. I mean, I kind of already talked on that, but I think we're all tired of having like jackets that are 100% polyester, scarves that are 100% polyester and acrylic. when those are meant to keep you warm, and plastic is not going to keep you warm. It's not going to stay that soft feeling forever. Like we have to make the move back to natural fibers, because that's better for the environment, better for us. It's going to keep you warmer. We have to get rid of 100% plastic everything. And also for the prices that the prices that brands charge us for 100% acrylic things, ridiculous. That is highway robbery. Okay, highway robbery. Why are you paying 50 pounds for a scarf that is all plastic? No. And that's like minimum. That's like minimum. Ugh. Horrible. Out. The next one is going to be people who react to obvious rage bait. I understand that like people want to react to rage bait because it's like funny and like they want to like make fun of the person, but I just think it's so annoying. Like if I see you reacting to rage bait, I'm going to block you, because I hate rage bait, period. I think rage bait also needs to be out, but why are you reacting to it? I just think it's bizarre, because then it's just giving that person more attention, and like that's what they want. They're rage baiting. Obviously, like they want more attention. So why are we reacting to it? Like, and it's obvious. It's obvious. It's not like, oh, like I couldn't tell it was rage bait. Yes, you could. Taking everything personally, I don't really know where I was coming with that one. I guess when just like let it go. Like if things happen, just let it go. It's like no one is like out to get you specifically. No one is like trying to like shove you out of the way or like do anything harmful to you. It's more so just like our perception. So like just taking things personally, just let it go. Just let things go. Buying a whole new outfit for an airplane. Like you're going on a plane, like you're going to like on a trip, and so you're like, I need a new airplane outfit. No, you don't. You have sweatpants at home. You have leggings at home. You have a sweatshirt at home. You're okay. You are good. You do not need a whole outfit for an airplane or like whole new outfits for a trip. That's so bizarre. And also I feel like whenever you go on a trip, you want to wear clothes that you already know you like and are comfortable and you know how to style them and everything. I like maybe like one new piece, like maybe like a new bikini or like a new dress. Sure, I get it. But like a whole new wardrobe to go on a trip, I think weird. Ooh, okay. When the next thing that's out is whenever people say, can we make this a trend again? You do it. You start the trend. If you want to see knee-high sneakers, you start the trend. You are fully capable of doing something like to march into the beat of your own drum. If you want to see something like happen again, be the change you want to see in the world. You don't have to wait for people to say, oh, this is cool, like this is what we're wearing. If you want to wear it, you should wear it, and if people like it or don't, that should not matter. If people say like, oh, like she's so cringy, whatever, who cares? Who cares? If you like it, that's all that matters. So I think people need to be the trendsetters that they want to see in the world. And then kind of going on that one, what are we wearing this summer? Like what shoes are we wearing this summer? What shoes are the cool girls wearing this summer? You're a cool girl, so whatever shoes you wear and you like, I think that's a cool girl shoe. I understand if you're asking for recommendations like, hey, like what's a comfortable walking shoe? What's a comfortable like walking boot? Sure, yeah, I get that. But whenever you're like, what shoe do I need? Like what shoes do we need for the summer? And the last thing that's out is feeling like I'm constantly running behind with my made up schedule in my head. And this is more so like on a daily thing, but like today I'm like, okay, if I'm not out of bed by 12 o'clock and if I don't do this, then like the day's ruined. The day's over if I'm not able to do this. It's so bizarre. If I'm literally like, if I don't get out of bed by like 11:32, then the day's over and ruined and I can't do anything. Or on top of that, feeling like I have something at, 5 p.m. and it's like 10 and I'm like, well, I can't do anything because I have something at 5 p.m. This is something that I've struggled with forever, but I always have like a weird, like a made up schedule in my head. And if it just doesn't go according to plan, the day is ruined. And if I have something in the evening, I can't do anything until then because I have something in the evening. Even if I have hours to do other things, I feel like I can't do it because I have something in the evening. It's horrible. It is a horrible thing that I'm trying to break and practice and get out of. It's a work in progress. It is a work in progress, but we're trying, and that's all that matters. Those are my ins and outs of 2025 and 2026. I hope you enjoyed, and I'd love to hear what your ins and outs are for the new year. And do you agree or disagree with any of them from last year or this year? Like, what do y'all think? Was I right? Was I wrong? Do you think I'm gonna be right or wrong? I'm curious. I want to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, if you could please like it, I would really, really appreciate it. And if you want to see more, please subscribe. And I'll see you next week. Y'all take care. Bye.